Hi, my name is Vlad and welcome to Stape. In this video, you'll learn how to collect more data with your tracking setup. Even with the correct setup, tracking scripts don't always fire. They can be blocked by browsers or ad blockers, which means part of the user actions simply never get recorded. That's exactly what Stape's Custom Loader is designed to fix. I'll show you how it works, how to set it up, and how to use it on practice. This power-up is 100% recommended for all Stape users, as it requires minimal installation efforts but will provide significant benefits to your signal quality. It will also unlock a dashboard in Stape Analytics that shows you the number of recovered requests that could have been blocked by ad blockers if you were using just a standard loader. Every Google Tag Manager user gets a code snippet that allows them to load their web GTM container on a website. This snippet is standardized and uses the very same source URL, googletagmanager.com, JS file name, gtm.js, and container ID patterns. All these patterns are easily recognized by ad blockers and other tracking prevention mechanisms, and as a result, your tracking signals can be blocked. Consequently, even if the user opts in for tracking by interacting with your consent banner, you may lose important conversion signals that may result in distorted performance metrics in your ads manager or analytics. Custom Loader generates a unique code snippet that allows to minimize the impact of ad blockers on your Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics scripts. They will be served in the first-party contexts from your subdomain or same origin path. All known patterns will be hidden and replaced by a hashed set of parameters that Stape will decode on its side. As a result, the very same web container contents will be loaded on your website, but in a more reliable and resilient way. How to set up the power-up? Go to your SGTM container, Power-Ups tab, Custom Loader. Enable the toggle and click Save Changes. In the section below, you will be able to enter all necessary information and settings for your particular custom loader snippet. The domain. Select the domain that will be used to serve gtm.js and gtag.js files. We strongly recommend selecting a custom domain for the particular website in question. This will make tracking scripts harder to block as you'll serve them in the first-party context. Web GTM ID. Specify your Google Tag Manager web container ID here. Since Custom Loader will be executed in the browser, you need to enter Web Container ID. Do not specify the Server Container ID, you'll get an error. The GTM Container ID will be encrypted in this string, we'll decipher it on the Stape side, and will return your actual container contents to the browser. Enhanced Ad Blocker Protection. Enabling this toggle will encode G for /collect requests sent towards the server container, as well as /data requests that are by default used in Stape data tag. This will make your tracking signals even better protected against ad blockers and other tracking prevention mechanisms. Please note that enabling enhanced ad blocker protection affects all custom domains added to your container, not just the one you've selected in the previous steps. This is how a standard G4 request looks like in browser network. And this is the very same request with enhanced ad blocker protection toggle enabled. Same origin path. Instead of a subdomain, you may use a same origin path as a destination URL of your server container hosted on Stape. It's a separate topic that we'll cover in another video. For now, we'll leave links to the articles in our blog and help desk in the description of this video. So, if you're using the same origin approach, please specify it in this input. Thus, the source URL in the generated snippet will use your same origin path. We also need to know it to properly encode and decode tracking signals affected by the enhanced ad blocker protection feature mentioned previously. Platform Select. By specifying one of the options here, you have an ability to either get a custom loader code snippet with the specified settings, or conveniently get the parameters you can specify in one of our CMS apps. Let's check option 1. You have a custom website and you just need the code snippet you can manually add to the head section of the website. In this case, select Other. You'll also see an option for advanced settings. In there, you have a possibility to specify a custom data layer variable name if it is relevant to you, and a checkbox to use the original GTM code. With the original GTM code option, you have a standard snippet that will be loaded from your custom domain with no other modifications. Feel free to play around with these options Once you click Generate, you'll see how the snippet is changed. If you are on one of the CMS platforms we have an app for, we encourage you to use it. As of May 2026, we have apps for Shopify, WordPress, Magento, BigCommerce, Wix, PrestaShop, Sella, Shopware, and Odoo. All these apps allow you to easily install custom loader snippet on all pages in just several clicks, populate e-commerce data layer events, and send purchase and refund webhooks to the specified endpoint. So if you choose one of them in the platform selection, you'll be provided with a link to an app if you're not using it yet, a link to a guide how to set it up, and the inputs you'll need to specify in the app settings. Let me show you how to set up a custom loader on Shopify as an example, but the idea how it should be done on all other apps is the same. First of all, you have an option to simply insert your GTM container with standard snippet provided by Google. The most reliable way to validate that your GTM container is successfully loading is by checking browser network. Let me show you how it's done. Use the right mouse button click and inspect, or Command Option I to open Browser Developer Tools. Here we'll need the Network tab that shows all the network requests associated with this web page. Once you open the DevTools, you'll need to reload the page. So here is the network request associated with GTM container loading. It's a standard one, loaded from googletagmanager.com. We see response 200, meaning that the container has been loaded successfully. Secondly, you can download the GTM container from your custom domain. Let's see how it looks like in this case. The only difference here is the source URL. In this case, it is being loaded from my custom domain. Then you can apply all Stape magic and use our most recent custom loader version in full, with encrypted JS file name and container ID. The last option is Cookie Keeper. It is a different power-up that deserves a separate video. If you are not using same origin or own CDN approaches, we highly recommend to use it to bypass ITP cookie lifetime restrictions. For now, we'll leave links to the articles in our blog and help desk in the description of this video. That's the basics of Stape's custom loader power-up. Once you have generated a custom loader snippet, simply replace your existing standard GTM loader code with it. There is no need to load it twice. If you are inserting it via the app, don't forget to remove the standard loader as well. With Stape's custom loader, your tracking signals will be more reliable and will let you achieve close to 100% tracking accuracy. Stay tuned for the next videos, subscribe, and see you on the server side.